by your cross, the Redeemer, crucify in me all evil desires and unbelief. Hey, sugar. By your unspotted righteousness, clothe me in your own self may be delivered to God forever. By your glorious resurrection, I had a friend that was there. His name was Marshall Dennis. He's a Lutheran pastor now. He graduated from Valpo, and we became good friends before that. And so he went to Valpo. I came to Valpo. I said, I'm coming. We going together. And so we did do that. He came and I came, and it was like he was like, there are very few black students here. Why are we here? I said, we're gonna take over the place. The two of us, we'll take it over. So he always laughed about, why were you always so crazy? So crazy. I said, you gotta just make way for the next person. So yeah, we did do that. That was quite fun. And I came to Valpo with a suitcase and a box. And the bus lady that ran the bus company, Greater Ohio Bus, she took me under her wings and made me be her daughter. The way God used people, the way He used people. She said, Valparaiso is a white community, but I'm going to tell you how to go over there and survive. I said, well, there was an incident that happened on the campus. A black kid, Tadre Sanders, killed a white guy that was part of the Italian mob out of Chicago. And he killed the guy. And our whole lives all changed as black students because we didn't know what was going to happen. So a lot of things went on, a lot of stuff. But it all calmed down after a period of time. And Tadre, I think he did 25 years. He was from Birmingham, Alabama. And so, yeah, I often wonder what he's doing these days. But he was a student at Valpo. And he went to the fraternity party. And one of the guys messed with him and said something to him about him being a nigger, and he killed the guy. So, well, the part of the thing was there were probably four of us. A young woman was a law student she was from Michigan. I think she was from Michigan. From Detroit. She was from Detroit. So, yeah, she was from Detroit. And had another young woman from Chicago that was there as a lawyer. So I think they kept us calm because, people want to fight, people want to do this, but you got to have somebody that calm the force. And I remember them just saying, listen, Maggie, you got to be a part of changing this thing over. She said, because people listen to you. I said, I don't know what to do with this. It's bigger than me. They said, no, you know what to do. And they said, right there in your heart, right now, you can do it. So I did say something to Louise, who was over the Deaconess program. And I talked to her about it, and I said, well, we got to have coverage for the young black folks that need somewhere to be in the midst of this turmoil. So she said, well, if you can work with it, you can do it. Go ahead. And I said, I think we can. I think we can do that. First thing I did was made a pot of collard greens. And when you make collard greens, everybody wants some. Learned that from my mama. So, but other than that, Valpo it was a place to be. I had a wonderful education. I met Pastor Lutze, who was the man who was a part of the civil rights movement. White guy, him and his wife, and they worked in theology there. And Pastor Lutze made sure I was always safe. If I wasn't, he didn't see me, he came looking for me. And so, and and I would say, listen, you don't have to do all of that. He said, I want to. So he gave me a spirit to move forward. And I was glad to do that because I came there to get an education and I had to do what I had to do to make it happen. And so I'm on the list. And so a few weeks later, they came and packed my stuff and sent it to Rochester. And I've been here ever since. Strange story. I always tried to get out of here. I went to interview for every job. So couldn't get out. And then Edward moved in. Look, Edward moved in next door and came out and told me, can I use your driveway to ride my bicycle? And we've been there ever since. Edward. Got to ride his bike in the driveway. When I look into the cute little faces of kids, I see the future. That person is going to become somebody, delivering something to somebody that needed. I love the part about clothing it within myself. Clothing within myself, the part of me that's unspotted, untouched. It can't nobody else touch but God. I love that. The Bible verse that you got to know. You got to learn something about that Bible that's going to take you through the rest of your life. And so I always try to find something that's simple, something that's easy. We all know the 23rd Psalm, but there are other things in there that's just simple to give us hope in our life. And I do. And yourself is yourself. Do you love you enough to protect yourself from all of the damage going on around you? And then you look for that person who will clothe you and hug you when you're in the lowest point of your life. That somebody just give you that hug and tell you it's okay. And that's the beauty.